Let's be real. Running a business these days, it can feel like you're some kind of digital juggler. You've got an app for your invoices, another one for booking clients, a totally separate one for your CRM, and oh my gosh, don't even get me started on payroll. Every single one is a different login, a different bill, and honestly, a different headache. But what if? What if you could just drop all those balls and actually focus? Today, we're going to look at a new approach that promises to do exactly that.
So I want you to just think for a second. Seriously, how many are you juggling right now? Is it 5, 10, 15? Each with its own password you can never remember, its own little monthly bill that adds up, and its own unique way of doing things. It's a lot, and it's a pain point I think we can all relate to.
And this is what that reality looks like. It's what we call the SaaS patchwork. Your customer data is over here, your invoice data is over there, and nothing talks to each other. It leads to those late-night debugging sessions trying to figure out why things aren't syncing up. You're wrestling with a stack of different bills. It's all held together with digital duct tape. And that empty space on the right, that's not just a blank spot. That's the question we're all asking. There has to be a better way, right?
All right, so let's actually talk about that better way. The solution that's starting to gain traction isn't just a slightly better tool. No, it's a totally different way of thinking about how we use software to run our businesses. Let's dig into what this new paradigm really looks like. And it's called FutureSense Central. The idea here is actually really simple, but it's incredibly powerful. It's a single, unified platform where all your business operations live. Just imagine, your invoicing, your client booking, your CRM, your payroll, and even a whole bunch of AI tools, all living together, all speaking the same language, all in one dashboard. The whole point is to completely get rid of that patchwork mess. Think about it. One single account to log into, one single bill to pay at the end of the month, and this is the really cool part, because all your data finally lives in one place, you can have one AI assistant that understands your entire business. From sales calls to invoices, it can give you insights that are just impossible to get when your data is scattered everywhere. Okay, so a unified platform sounds great in theory, but how does it actually work? What's the engine under the hood that makes it all run so smoothly? Well, it really seems to boil down to two big ideas working together. First, you have this unified marketplace of apps. This has all the essentials, your invoicer, your booking system, your payroll, but it also has these really interesting, more specialized tools, like an AI-powered caller and something called digital inheritance for managing your digital assets. But the key is they're all built from the ground up to work together seamlessly. You sign in once, and your entire business toolkit is right there waiting for you.
Now, the second piece of the puzzle is the payment model. And this is a total game changer. It's a universal credit system. So forget about managing 10 different subscriptions. The idea here is you buy a pack of credits one time, and then you can use those credits on any feature across the entire platform.
And they've made the process super simple and transparent. Step 1, you buy a credit pack. Step 2, before you do anything, like send an invoice or summarize a document with AI, the system tells you exactly how many credits it'll cost. No surprises, no hidden fees. So step 3 is you just use your credits on whatever you need, whenever you need it. You are in complete control. And the system is designed to reward you for buying in bulk. You could just dip your toe in the water with a small $10 trial pack. But as you commit to bigger packs, you start getting bonus credits. You get a 10% bonus for the Pro pack and a huge 20% bonus for the Enterprise pack. And since the credits never expire, it's basically a way to lock in a discount on everything you do in your business from now on.
Okay, so the model is simple. It's unified. But is it actually powerful? Does it have the tools you're really going to need day to day? Let's take a look at the sheer scope of what's available inside this thing.
So, just how deep does this toolbox go? Well, on top of the main applications, you get access to 21 different AI-powered micro tools. You can think of these as little specialists on call, ready to help you with super specific tasks, and you only pay a few credits each time you use them.
And these little AI tools aren't just floating around on their own. Nope, they're built to work hand in hand with the 7 core applications that form the bedrock of your business. Everything from your invoicing to your payroll.
So what's powering all this AI? Under the hood, the platform is tapped into 13 different models from the biggest names in the game, like OpenAI and Anthropic. Now this is huge because it means you get the best AI technology out there without ever having to mess around with different API keys or developer accounts. The platform handles all that complexity for you.
So what can these tools actually do for you? Well, imagine being able to instantly summarize a long legal contract and have it flag any potential risks. or analyze your customer data to see who's likely to churn. Or maybe you need to generate 5 great SEO titles for your next blog post. Boom, done. You could even turn your messy meeting notes into a clean list of action items. This is where the AI stops being a buzzword and becomes incredibly practical.
Now, a unified platform is only great if it plays well with others, right? Well, FutureSense Central integrates directly with the tools you probably already use and rely on. We're talking Google Workspace and Microsoft 365 for your calendar and email, QuickBooks for your accounting, Plaid for connecting your bank accounts. It doesn't want to replace your ecosystem, it wants to become the central hub for it.
So, this all leads to the final, most important question. Who is this actually for? And if you think it might be for you, how easy is it to get started?
So who is this really built for? It seems to be laser-focused on a few key groups. For freelancers and consultants, it's about finally ending that login chaos. For small agencies, it's about having one single source of truth for every single client and project. For accountants and bookkeepers, it's an amazing way to streamline how you manage all your different clients. And for developers and side hustlers, it's a massive shortcut. You get API access to powerful tools you don't have to build yourself.
And they've made it incredibly easy to get started. You can create an account for free, $0, and just use the basic tools to see how it all feels. If you're curious about all the AI features, you can grab a $10 credit pack and just try them out on a pay-per-use basis. And then for the really big tools, like the Invoicer, you can add a subscription whenever you're ready. The whole idea is you only pay for what you actually use.
And maybe the best part is that you can try all of this with absolutely no commitment. If you head over to FutureSenseAI.com, you can create your free account and start exploring the platform right now. No credit card required to get in the door.
Which really brings us right back to where we started. If you're tired of that SaaS patchwork, if you're sick of juggling a dozen different tabs and subscriptions just to get through your workday, maybe it's time to think about a unified approach. So, the final question is, are you ready to replace those 10 tabs with just one dashboard?